I'm here to talk about the Rancho Goleta Lakeside Community Microgrid. And that is for a mobile home park, which is just over there. It's basically adjacent to the airport, just on the other side of the 217. And it is, I guess I'll tell you what it is in just a second. For those of you not familiar with the Clean Coalition, we are a very technical nonprofit. Our mission is to accelerate the transition to renewable energy and a modern grid. And our big vision is that we will get to 100% renewable energy sometime in the next 10 to 30 years. Our mission is to accelerate that transition. So of course, we want it to be on the 10-year side, and we work every day to make that happen. We primarily focus at the local level. So within the distribution grid, both sides of the meter. If you see wood power poles out, you're on the distribution grid, and that's where we operate, and that's where people live and work, and that's where you need energy, and that's where it's the most efficient to provide energy. So the Rancho Goleta Lakeside is a 200-home mobile home park, like I said, literally just over there. It's served by a single meter with Southern California Edison, and that's a big deal because most multi-unit housing facilities, whether it's an apartment complex or a mobile home park or anything else that has multiple housing units in it, is individually metered per unit. So having an opportunity for a multi-unit housing facility to have a single meter is a really big deal and a perfect opportunity for an incredible showcase here. So we have the single meter with Southern California Edison, and then we have individual private meters at each of the housing units. The facility, the Rancho Goleta Lakeside, what I'm going to refer to as RGL from here on out. RGL basically manages and owns the distribution grid that connects all of those 200 homes together. So that is essentially a private distribution grid, and there's about 2 miles of undergrounded distribution lines. The solar that is anticipated here, the Clean Coalition's done an initial feasibility study, and we've determined that we will put all of the solar, the only place for the solar is at each of the homes. And so we'll put those on the verandas that are used for covered parking and covered patio areas. But the solar will be distributed across all of the homes, and then there will be a single central battery system. Each home will continue to be, once this community microgrid gets put in place, the homes will continue to be privately sub-metered so that all the homeowners, they know how much energy they're using, they can still conserve energy, and they also will be motivated to go through electrification measures, including electric vehicle charging. This is a layout of the 200 homes. The picture on the right is a picture of one of the units, and it's a pretty standard unit. And you can see the veranda there that is the target for the solar. So there's been a lot of talk about this area being super grid vulnerable. It's referred to as the Goleta Load Pocket. Rancho Goleta Lakeside is right there near UCSB where the star is, and it's super grid vulnerable. I'm not going to go into the details, I don't have time, but super grid vulnerable. Also, RGL is in the only disadvantaged community within the city of Goleta. So it's a disadvantaged community, and it's the only one in the city. So I said before, RGL is the perfect opportunity for doing a community microgrid showcase. And it's because we've got a single master meter with Southern California Edison. And then all of the homes are privately sub-metered down below. But you can see from this little chart, you got the master meter with Southern California Edison, and then down here you've got the 200 homes. So what are the benefits of the RGL community microgrid? The benefits are, actually this is an old slide, so the benefits are that we're going to provide economic, environmental, and resilience benefits to a disadvantaged community of 200 homes. That is a really big gain with a single project. We're also going to establish a showcase that shows how to do community microgrids at multi-unit housing across the Santa Barbara area, across the state, and across the country. Right now, it's illegal to do private submetering at each individual household. So the fact that we'll get one done here where it's easy to do with a master meter is a huge opportunity to get a showcase that will show the policymakers that this is the way we need to do it everywhere, right? And make it legal so that we can do community microgrids for multi-unit housing facilities. It's against the law right now, and that law has been on the books for about 20 to 30 years. So we need to redo it and reestablish the ability to do community microgrids for multi-unit housing facilities. So let's see, what are the challenges? We've got 2 miles of undergrounded distribution grid, super grid constrained distribution grid, right? We're talking about wanting to electrify these homes. We're talking about wanting to get a lot of EV charging done across these homeowners. We're gonna put a lot of strain onto that grid there. So the fact that we've got 2 miles of undergrounded distribution grid, that's a big challenge, right? That we need to deal with. And we need to find the most cost-effective way to kind of make sure we can get all that solar, all that storage, and get all the load growth from the electrification solved in the most cost-effective way. The solar design is a challenge. We've got to put it on those verandas. The verandas need to be separated from the mobile homes. The mobile homes, they age out, and right now the average age is like, it's going on 40 years. So those homes are going to have to be replaced at some point in time. The verandas are going to have to be new for structural integrity. So we're going to have solar on brand new verandas that are going to be there for 100 years. We're going to move the mobile homes out, so those mobile homes have to be detached or detachable from the verandas. And lastly, as I said, the Clean Coalition has already done an initial assessment of the situation out there at RGL. We need about $150,000 to do a deep feasibility study. Deep feasibility study means engineering, economics, and policy, right? We have to touch all 3 of those things in order to have a really successful project here. It's expensive to do all 3 of those things, but we know it's going to run about $150,000 because we've already put a proposal together and set the budget. And I guess it's time to put your comments in now. Thank you.